கரெக்டா நான் வந்து இது புரிஞ்சு வச்சிருக்கேன்.
பாயிண்ட புடிச்சிட்ட பாரு.
சீரியஸ்னா எஸ்
ஏ
எல்லாரும்
அதுதான்டா.
சொல்லணும்.
டேய் நம்ம எப்ப மீட் பண்ண தெரியுமா?
ஒரு நிமிஷம் இரு. எல்லாரும் சொல்லுவா people
சரி
say
சரி
that
சொல்லு.
no ஜிக்கு கொஞ்சம் சீரியஸா இருக்காதடா.
ம்
Be a little
சரிடா.
cheer up. Be a little be joking around. That's Subbu and Jiku signing off from this the Subbu Jiku show.
Or
And
ChatGST.
this, yeah, chat GST, and this is what happens when two friends chat. இருடா ஒரு நிமிஷம்.
On your okay.
Hello friends, welcome to GK Sports India YouTube channel. And this is the start of something new that we two friends are planning to do and do it on a consistent basis. You are all familiar with L. Subramani, the chief copy editor of Deccan Herald, working from Chennai, and he works for Deccan Herald which is based in Bangalore, which is a Karnataka leading daily owned by the Printers Mysore Limited, of which I was also a part of when I started my journalism career from 1999 to 2005. Subbu continues there, chief copy editor, and he is familiar on this platform as we have done 2 episodes before in the name of the Subbu Jiku show. But that was way back in January this year, and we had to stop it for various reasons. And now we are back again with the hope of taking this on a consistently weekly basis under the name When Two Friends Chat. Subbu, welcome back to the Subbu Jiku show on GK Sports, which was previously, if you remember, was Jiku Diaries,
Yes.
but the name was changed the last couple of months.
Yes.
Suggested by a good friend who is into these the nitty-gritties of how the social media work and how they spread. So
Absolutely.
welcome back to this YouTube channel, Subbu, and it's a delight to have you back. Though we have been chatting constantly on the phone, maybe this platform is something which we are trying on something new when two friends chat.
Absolutely.
So
No,
how
the
have you
idea
been?
is very clear. Thank you. First of all, thank you very much for having me here. And as you rightly said, we had to sort of take a break for some time. And the new thing is recalibrate. So we have recalibrated, and we are back here. And yes, I think two friends meet is a very interesting and probably the most appropriate title for this show, because you are in Mumbai and I'm in Chennai. And I am basically living alone in the sense, I don't have much opportunities to chat with friends. I have lots of friends, plenty of friends, like you and I have lots of them, but opportunities are very less. And thirdly, yes, we discuss a lot of interesting things. Probably we thought would be sort of an interest also for the audience that we would be addressing. So for all these reasons, I am very, very delighted to be here. And first of all, thanks to my employers, Deccan Herald and the Printers Mysore Private Limited. Um, you know, it was not an easy thing, Jiku. You know that very well. In an industry where a blind person is hired as a journalist, you know, usually they're hired as telephone operators and so on, but hired as a journalist and being supported all these years, um, it's a delight. They have set a very high example in the industry, and I am grateful and I'm honored to work for this organization, and I'm grateful to be here.
You are a
Right.
trendsetter, Subbu. Without doubt, you are setting examples for so many people, and hopefully, with whoever watches this, get inspired and pass on this. And no, see that's what you have. You are one example where which says nothing is impossible. Who would have thought? Like you just mentioned about people giving jobs to blind people as telephone operators, and we have also seen so many PCO booths being operated by the challenged,
Yes.
physically challenged, visually challenged. But with whatever software you have, and I've seen your work, and I have heard a lot from you about how you go about your work. It's not easy.
Yes.
Journalism itself is not easy. Writing copies, rewriting copies, editing, writing your own stories, editing, subbing, all those. It's not easy. But you are you're like I've just mentioned, a trendsetter, and definitely you're an inspiration to so
No,
many.
I'm grateful to you, Jiku. I'm grateful to lots of other friends. You and I have lots of common friends. There are, for example, I would say Vijay, because Vijay supported me when I was in Bangalore. He was responsible for supporting me to settle down in Bangalore. So there are a lot of other friends that I can mention, but I would say that but for the support of people like you, Vijay, and others, I don't think I'd be where I am today. And my gratitudes. See, I would like to live a life of gratitude. There's nothing else in this. I don't know hidden agenda, no personal grudges, no nothing. See, as human beings, I think we should be happy to just get up and find the world the same. We sleep with the belief that we'll get up and see everything in this same place as we left them the previous night. And most for 99, 100%, I would say that they're as they are when you get up. So we think we take it for granted, but imagine what a blessing it is to even get up. Even get up, what a blessing it is.
Yeah, no, you're so too big into all these gratitudes and being grateful for whatever you are, for whatever life has given you. Each one is grateful in his or her own way. I too am grateful for so many things for what I am today. And I still remember the first day when we met way back in 1997, 96, was it, Subbu? Chennai Bharat Vidya Bhavan?
97, Bharati Vidya 97, 98 was our batch. I think that's where we met. You were sitting in the first
No,
row.
no,
The
no,
first time I
so
heard
no,
your
no,
voice,
wait.
huh?
It was not 97. 96, 97 was when
97
we did it. We did
May,
that
May,
pre-deployment.
97 May, June,
We
or July,
graduated in
something like that.
97, Subbu, because I remember 97 was when I did my
Yeah, nahi,
uh,
man. 98 May. 97, 98 April
97,
we
98 was it?
graduated.
Okay, okay.
இல்லம்மா
Right, correct,
98
correct.
மா பாருப்பா
Okay, okay,
நீ
சரிம்மா.
என்ன மறந்துட்டா நீ
கொஞ்சம் மறந்து வயசாச்சுனாக்கா மறந்து தானே போக செய்யும்.
அது சொல்லக்கூடாதீங்க வயசெல்லாம் ஒன்றும் should not say that
But
actually. Yeah, okay.
it is not an
Uh,
excuse, but I was for some, no, no,
uh,
no. So 97, 99 was my umpiring career at
ஆமா
TNCH.
அது நீ அதை மறக்கவே மாட்டியே எப்பவுமே you'll rate you'll put your umpiring career above everything else. I know.
Of
You do.
course, yeah. Sometimes I wish I could have continued
uh,
umpiring, but then that's a
uh,
discussion for another day.
you would have been one of the most feared, respected umpires, man. நீ நின்னாலே பசங்கலாம் உன்னை பார்த்து பயந்துருப்பாங்க. I can imagine that. You know,
பசங்க வந்து
இவர்கிட்ட
பயப்படுவாங்க
கேட்கலாமா
இல்லையோ.
இவர் எங்கேயாவது இவர் எங்கேயாவது கோச்சுக்கு போறாரோ. You have that face cut, what if this man gets angry?
இல்லடா.
You're a serious guy. You look serious. I mean, I know you're a gold at heart, and you're a child at heart. I know that. But when you look into something very seriously, people think you're a serious guy. You know what? Even I have the same problem. When I am serious about something, people just look at me and think, "ஐயோ, இவன் ரொம்ப கெடுபிடியான ஆளா இருப்பான் போல இருக்கேன்னு நினைச்சிருவாங்க."
ஆமா, no, but see, with the umpiringனாக்கா அது வந்து you have to have that appearance on the field. நம்ம அங்க போயிட்டு வந்து ஜாலியா இது பண்ணின்றதுனாக்கா people, no, you have to show that you are an authority. The
ஆமா.
game.
And you mean
அந்த
business.
மாதிரி
You
ஒரு
mean business இல்ல? ஆமா.
அதுதான்.
கரெக்ட் தான். இல்ல சொல்ல மாட்டேன்.
Exactly. So, yeah, correct. In a way, you
Yeah.
say you have கரெக்டா என்ன என்ன சொல்றது, கரெக்டா என்ன வந்து இது புரிஞ்சு வச்சிருக்கேன்.
பாயிண்ட புடிச்சிட்டேன். பாரு.
சீரியஸ்னா எஸ்,
ஏய்,
எல்லாரும்
அதுதான்டா.
சொல்லணும்.
டேய், நம்ம எப்ப மீட் பண்ண தெரியுமா?
ஒரு நிமிஷம், எல்லாரும் சொல்லுவா, பீப்புள்
சரி
சே
சரி
தட்
சொல்லு.
நோ, ஜிக்கு கொஞ்சம் சீரியஸா இருக்காதடா, be a little
சரிடா.
cheer up, be a little, be joking around, talking every time, don't
எஸ்
keep a serious face. பட் என்ன பண்றது, நம்ம
எஸ்
வந்து நம்மளோட
அது அப்படிதான். நம்ம அதை மாத்த முடியும். நம்ம என்ன போய் சர்ஜரியா பண்ணிக்க முடியும்? அதெல்லாம் அவ்வளவுதான். ஒண்ணும் பண்ண முடியாது.
பண்ணிக்கலாம், மாத்திக்கலாம். பட் இன்பார்ன் குவாலிட்டிஸ் சிலதெல்லாம் மாத்த முடியுமா? எனிவே,
முடியாது.
okay. So what have you been up to? நேத்திக்கு வந்து it was the 79th Independence Day and 78 years of India independence. People have this confusion. See, every year இது வந்தாக்கா is it 70 இந்த 2025ல வந்து is it 79th Independence Day or 78th Independence Day? Because if you do the calculation, 2025 minus 1947 comes to 78. But why is it 79th Independence Day? அது வந்து நீ யோசிச்சு பார்த்திருக்கியா? Or last year it was
நான் நினைக்கிறது வந்து 47 கவுண்ட் பண்ணாம விட்டுறோம். we leave out 47 and we count from 48 thinking that 1 year பூர்த்தி first year ending நீ அப்படி பார்த்தனா it will be 78 but 79 is when you include 47. Yes,
correct. So இது வந்து ஆத்தென்டிக்கா எங்க பார்க்கணும்னாக்கா நம்ம வந்து அந்த இப்போ சோஷியல் மீடியால or the press releases or the official websites of say the government of India or information and broadcasting அங்கெல்லாம் பண்ணாக்கா they send out messages, happy Independence Day, happy 79.
yes,
or
yes,
newspaperல வந்து full page advertisement வரும் government
ads எல்லாம் they're giving. ஆமா,
அதுல
correct.
வந்து says happy. So அதுல தான் வச்சு நான் வந்து I used to always think, and why I think it is 79th is because, and that is the reason, 1947 15th August,
Yes,
that is the first Independence Day. So anginda you have to count. It's like a child taking birth. His first birthday is on the day he is born.
Celebration starts from 47. Unlike, see, but நம்ம birthday என்ன problemனா, when were you born? When were you born? You were born on a certain date, on a certain month, on a certain year.
1993 வச்சுக்கோ.
சரி, நான் வச்சுக்கோ, அப்படியே வச்சுக்கோ. இப்போ என்ன ஆகும்னா, உனக்கு வந்து நீ 22 சொல்லிப்ப. Okay, actually 32 சொல்லிப்ப. Actually speaking, if you count on the time of your birth, it is 33.
33. Correct.
இல்லையா? So, இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம்னா 1 year பூர்த்தி, 1 year completion we are taking. But independence does not have a completion date.
Yeah.
See, celebration starts from the time we get independence. So that is how we should look at this particular thing. This is my personal understanding.
Correct.
நமக்கே அந்த கன்ஃபியூஷன் வருதுடா. நீ என்ன 52 53 கேட்டா நான் வந்து 52 53 நடக்குதுன்னுவாங்க. you remember that we say in our household we say that, right? 53 running. அது இங்கிலீஷ்ல வேற சொல்லுவோம். 53 running. Running sitting.
My counter for this is, இப்ப நம்ம வந்து ஒரு ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் ரிப்போர்ட், கிரிக்கெட் ரிப்போர்ட் எடுத்துக்கோங்க, because which I am very familiar, because that's what I cover basically.
Bread and butter for you. Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
52-year-old Sachin Tendulkar னு சொல்லியா, இல்ல 52-year-old 53 running Sachin Tendulkar னு ரிப்போர்ட் எழுதுவியா?
அப்படி சொல்ல முடியாதுல்ல. ஆனா ஒரு விஷயம், you should be happy da. I don't run. Okay, I don't run. At least my ears are running, no? I am very happy.
But when you write, what do you do? You don't say.
That's right. We cannot run. See, people can't accuse me of not doing exercises, right? I can always say that I'm 53 running. Running, right? Running.
Yeah. So say though something is going on, something is running, is moving.
Yeah.
That is what.
Speaking of which, there was a lot of news item yesterday. I mean, I think day before, about the first century by Sachin Tendulkar when he scored when he was 17 in England.
Yes.
What is your recollection of that, or
recollection? It was very much recalled during the recent India-England series, Old Trafford, Manchester, where 1990 India versus England was the third test match, if I recall, and Sachin Tendulkar scored his first of so many hundreds that he has scored. 51 test match hundreds,
100 hundreds, yeah.
And all put international hundreds, it is 100 hundreds. Nobody has reached there, but one batsman from the current generation who can get near or even cross Sachin's 51 hundreds is England's Joe Root, who is in phenomenal form. If recent India-England series, we saw him. So what I'm saying,
standout batsman.
Old Trafford test match 1990, Sachin Tendulkar and his 100 and his partnership of some 160 odd runs with Manoj Prabhakar after they were given the target of some 320 or odd something, or somewhere around 350. Sachin Tendulkar at that age saved India from a defeat. Because India at top order, if you see Ravi Shastri, Sanjay Manjrekar, Mohammad Azharuddin, Kapil Dev, back in the pavilion. Sachin Tendulkar, 70
Yes, yes,
with
yes.
Manoj Prabhakar. They saved the test match. And standout, see,
Uh,
the Apollo photo on the, we are all, we grew up reading the Hindu and Sports Star magazine. The photo of Sachin
yes.
Tendulkar walking back after that draw, it ended in a draw. So that was something
Yes,
which
yes,
he
yes.
rates
No, no,
very high.
it's like drawing a match at that stage was a very difficult thing. I must check with Deccan Herald. I don't know who covered that match so far back,
Right.
but I'm sure that Deccan DH also has an archive. But anyway,
Yes.
uh,
Third,
another thing I want to ask you.
is that so that
Okay, okay, go ahead. Sorry, I don't want to
photo of
stop you.
Sachin
Yeah.
walking back holding his bat up on the
Mm,
power bat of the Vachandranava. He was using that before all
mm.
this MRF sponsored him and so many
Ah,
sponsors took over. MRF bat
right,
Vachanda,
right.
a child baby face. Manoj Prabhakar to his
Uh,
right. Pinnad in the Eddie Hemmings.
wow.
If you remember
Mm.
Eddie Hemmings, he was the one who gave or of whom
Eddie Hemmings.
Kapil
Yes,
Dev
yes.
earlier in that series, Lord's Test match,
Yes,
four
yes, yes.
consecutive sixes to
ஆமா.
save India from follow on. It was saving
இல்ல அதே
India
அடி
from
செமிஃபைனல் அவுட் ஆகி 87ல we lost in the
yeah,
semifinals.
same off spinner who was I think
Mm.
in his 40s on the time, and we would imagine England alone we will
Mm.
see
Hey,
players
but
only in the
that's
late
another thing.
30s or 40s.
Underwood also played in his 40s.
Yeah,
Hemmings
yeah.
played. Edmonds, Pat Pocock.
Pat Pocock,
நிறைய
yes.
players இருந்தாங்க.
Amama. So see, Nick, Eddie Hemmings,
Mm.
Alan Lamb, all congratulating Sachin on that century. That is what that
Wow.
photo stands out. Ipakuda. And that is what
Yes.
1990, and yeah, so that was about 35 years of Sachin's first century, and he went on to dominate the bowlers. Hey, imagine Sachin Tendulkar. He is எவ்வளவு generations. He has
ஏய்
played.
எங்க அவன் வந்து யாருமே அந்த அவன குழந்தையா probably they wouldn't have seen that. You know something? We share his birth year. So, I mean, there's something special connection with between in our generation and Sachin.
Not only his birth year, but also Rahul Dravid. And
Rahul Dravid, yes,
the few
yes,
months
and
here and there, 1974 on the Naka, VVS Lakshman, or 72 on the Naka, Saurav Ganguly. So around that same age group. So we are all either. And sometimes, no, see,
yeah.
talking about this sharing the birth year, 2023, Sachin turned
Hmm.
50. So there was April
Yes,
24,
yes,
1973 born.
73,
And
73, yes.
2023, just upon that was the year of, I mean, the IPL is always our April, May, yeah,
It
since
happens
2000.
during that time. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
and usually there is a match in Mumbai on his birthday. And but not every
Oh,
year, not every year because of one or two birthdays on the
they
he
have
has
some away matches also. Correct. Mm.
away matches, but wherever he sits as a mentor in the dugout. Yeah, so the
Mm,
commentators
mm, mm.
or the broadcasters they have a cake brought to him, cut during the break or something.
Wow.
Another one that they give he talks to the broadcasters. So that's a part of the coverage on that day.
Mm,
But in the
mm.
particular one, I think they were playing a game away 2023. So Sachin Tendulkar,
Sorry.
he met a few of us journalists in Mumbai. So,
Wow.
so I was
Mm.
also invited for that, and it was a nice, good gathering. And he spoke about
Wonderful,
his
wonderful.
whatever, okay, his relationship with media and all that. So, adula vandu
Yeah.
end of that day, we had a group, we had a photo session with Sachin. So this was
Oh,
April 2023. Okay, and this was two days, 3 days. I think if it was 21st April 2023. So
right.
now
Oh.
it was my turn to stand with him for a photograph. I had a brief chat with him, and over the years he has seen me, so he knows me. He knows me by name, but
Wow,
not
wow.
like how. Still, I tell you, I don't have his number, so I'm not that kind of thing. But
Not like
anyway,
that.
nice
We
to
don't ingratiate ourselves. நம்ம போய் ஒட்டிக்க மாட்டோம் போயிட்டு. ஆமா, அது right.
nice to be recognized or
Mm.
something and say or a few words. Hello, how are you? What's happening? How is family? This
Yes,
அதெல்லாம் இது
yes,
பண்ணுவோம்.
yes.
So I told him we are born in the same year, 6 months apart. 11th July
Mm.
is my birthday, and I turned 50
சொல்லிருக்கியா?
yesterday.
Wow.
சான்ஸ் கிடைச்சா விடுவேனா? So
அது right.
அவனோட குரல்ல wish you a happy birthday in advance.
இன்னுமே அந்த பாய்ஷா இருக்காதுல்ல? The voice is still boyish, very boyish.
Yeah. So
Mm.
Tanda, see that's what. So no, when I came to know, mentioned about how many generations he has played with. Imagine he has played with
Mm.
Richard Hadley, who started his career in the 70s. He has played against Graham Gooch, who
70s.
started
Gooch.
late
ஆமா.
60s or early 70s. Vechiko.
ஆமா.
He has
இல்லையா
played
அவன்
with
76 இல்லையா? கூச்.
whatever. But
75,
Imran,
76 அந்த டைம் நினைச்சேன் நானு. But anyway, I may be wrong.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, no, correct. But there was some gap between
Mm.
his debut and his
Yes, yes.
like
Ama,
say
he played with that late 60s, early 70s, that generation. You're right.
because
Even Shastri has become a commentator now, but most of the 2K kids know him as a commentator. But we know, Shastri as that
from the early
spinner
80s,
and
yeah, yeah, who was called from India to New Zealand for his whatever test series because he has to replace Dilip Doshi, and he took off
yes.
from there. And Ravi Shastri is going
And
strong.
accidentally, I don't know whether it's accidental or design, but he became Gavaskar's opening partner, and then his batting
Correct.
flourished from there.
Because yeah, so because that's Gavaskar knew what he was capable of because he has seen him
Correct.
in Mumbai, in Bombay,
Ah,
then Ranji
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Trophy circles.
Right,
So he knows what he is capable of. Illa, so what I was
right.
going to say was about Sachin Tendulkar. He has played against Marshall, who
Yes.
started in the early or the first half
Hey,
of
yeah,
1970s. Viv Richards he has played
yeah.
against. You remember
Mm.
1990 and the other series he played
The
against
tri
Marshall.
series we played in Australia, I remember that.
Of course, yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Just before the World Cup in 1991-92.
Mm. And I
அதுக்கப்புறம்
remember that first match, he takes a wicket also of the last ball, Anderson Cummins.
Andy
Anderson
Cummins, yes.
Cummins.
Yeah, yeah.
He takes the wicket of him. Yeah.
அந்த மேட்ச் நான் மறக்கவே மாட்டேன் because the four
Mm.
specialist bowlers finished their 10 overs each by 40th over. And
Ah,
they were 10
yes.
overs. யாருக்கு கொடுக்கணும் தெரியல முகமது அசருதீன் or Sachin he would have
Mm.
taken the ball from Azharuddin and said போடுறேன்ட்டு 6 or 7 runs were
Mm.
needed and
Correct,
6
correct.
or 7 runs were needed. போட்டா
I
they
think
were,
we tied that match, if I'm not
it was a
wrong.
tie. It was in Perth, it was a tie.
Yes.
1 overல முடிச்சிட்டான். Something similar
Correct.
which you remember in the Hero Cup Vijay Dahiya told that Sachin will bowl this ball and he
Ah,
bowled India to victory at the semi-final or no, if I recall, the
correct.
1993
Hero Cup semi-final, da, correct. We were playing
in South Africa.
South Africa. Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely right. Yes.
Yeah,
I
so
remember that.
anyway, so Sachin the same year of something which we can proudly associate ourselves with. And
Yeah.
hey, recently we saw came across this news about the India Post, doing away with post boxes, something which is
Yes.
yeah, we in this current
It's been a symbol of connectivity, communication for more than 2 centuries, I think, or close to 2 centuries, if I'm not wrong.
ஆமா இப்போ
Uh,
we have this mobile WhatsApp instant communication மின்னடையில அந்த post. I wonder people know if
ஆமா.
current generation know what a postcard is, what an inland letter is, what is it about to be writing
எவ்வளோ people
airmail.
used to wait eagerly for
Huh?
that, right? ஆமா.
Yeah.
People used to wait for letters. And
Hmm.
hey, இத பாரு நம்ம இப்போ at least we are talking about it. Just think of, after mobile phones, telephones are quietly dying, landlines that is.
Yeah,
And
correct.
then telegraph and the telegraph service had quietly died. நிறைய you see that there are a lot of these quiet redundancies that's kind
Correct.
of happening because technology has moved on. அதுதான். But
Hmm.
post office will survive, I think, because they're going to make it into a bank
Right.
where you can
Of
have your
course.
deposits and stuff.
Yeah. And maybe they give a slightly marginally higher decimal rate of interest than you
Rate
get
of
in
interest. Yes.
banks. But
ஆமா.
see, recently, Naka, and as recent as say about 3-4 months ago, I saw
Mm.
South Mumbai just walking from Churchgate station to one of the top hotels where there was a press conference. So, அப்படி நடந்துட்டு இருக்கும்போது there was
Mm-hmm.
this postman picking up
Mm-hmm.
letters from the box. So, I didn't lose that opportunity to capture
You
that.
took a picture of that.
On my,
You're a picture man. You're always like into a lot of this capturing. You're not a photographer, but you are also one. It's a very
just
strange thing. But
whatever,
yeah,
yeah.
I know you take pictures.
Yeah, but then sometimes no, they come very handy because in the whatever 25 years plus and counting years of journalism as a sports reporter,
Yes.
my photos have come handy and it feels
I
nice
know.
because see photography you have some because again growing up
ஏய்
reading
என்ன
learn
மாதிரி
also.
ஒருத்தன் பைலைன் ஆர்டிகல் கூட நான் சேவ் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். நீ போட்டோ எல்லாம் வச்சிருக்கன்றது இட்ஸ் a great thing.
No, what
It's
I'm
a
saying
nice
is
thing. Yeah, it's a definition of
growing
your
up
career.
watching about reading Sports Star, The Hindu, and you're familiar
Mm.
with some of the bylines. V.V. Krishnan, photographer, ace
Yes.
photographer.
Yes.
So I wanted
Yes.
to see the photographs of V.V. Krishnan, N. Sridharan, so many of them. No,
Yeah,
நிறைய பேர் தான்
lots
கொண்டு
of them,
வரலாம். But
lots of them.
these
Yes.
stand out because constantly, almost every day, their pictures or
எனக்கு
their photo by
உனக்கு
V.V.
இப்ப
Krishnan.
திங்கிங் ஆஃப் ஸ்பீக்கிங் ஆஃப் போட்டோகிராஃப்ஸ் யூ ரிமெம்பர் நரேந்திர ஹிர்வானி வந்து அந்த 16 விக்கெட் எடுத்தபோது
Hmm.
his picture was on the cover I think on of Sports
Yeah,
Star
yeah,
that
of course.
அந்த ஹெட் பேண்ட் போட்டு கண்ணாடி போட்டு வருவாங்கல்ல.
அதேதான், ஆமா. Hmm.
Hey,
So,
that was one of the last pictures I saw with my own eyes. I mean,
oh, okay.
after that,
Uh,
I couldn't see.
right, right, right. No.
I lost my eyesight, but that was one of the
Mhm.
last pictures I saw with my eyes.
Yeah, yeah. So that was no. So நம்ம பைலைன் வருது பேப்பர்ல ஃபைன் பட் டு சி போட்டோ பை ஜி கிருஷ்ணன் டெக்கன் ஹெரல்லாம் வரும்போது இட் வாஸ் சோ வெரி நோ அது ஒரு எக்ஸ்ட்ரா த்ரில் கிடைக்கும்.
I know, I know.
Yeah.
இப்பவே நான் வந்து என்ன பண்ணிப்பேன், it's a kind of a self indulgence, but நான் வந்து I just Google search my name and then all the old articles I used to read and then I used to think of it. No, நம்ம what was I thinking? நான் என்ன பண்ணிருந்தேன்?
Yeah, correct.
It's a real self indulgence, but yeah, I do that. I know it's special.
Because see, நம்ம வந்து when we look back at our own stories which we wrote say about 10 years 20 years ago, அரே நம்மளும்
Yeah.
இப்படி எழுதிருக்கோமா, ஓ we have also written like this,
Ah,
ஓ நம்பவே முடியல
correct.
நானே இப்படி எழுதிருக்கேன் பரவாயில்லையே.
ஆமா ஆமா it kind of gives you a
ஆமா.
surprise. I know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So அப்புறம் வேற என்ன லேட்டஸ்ட் சுபு? So much to catch up, but I
Latest
think we are running
being
out of time. சரி,
yes, there is a
latest
lot
is
to
what
catch up.
ஒன்னு வந்து the Coolie Rajini's latest movie
Coolie
released
release that's
released
happened.
on 14th
Yes,
of August.
yes,
Are you
yes.
a movie man?
Well, I used to be, and even after I lost my sight, we used to have a friend called Johnny. Johnny will sit next to me, and he will describe the movie scenes for me. And I remember, we went going to a Hollywood blockbuster. I don't know, I forgot the actress's name. And there were a lot of scenes that probably, Johnny felt too awkward to.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
So yeah, so I kind of I had this perverse pleasure of watching Johnny, you know, have this this awkward moments.
Oh,
Anyway,
பரவாயில்ல.
Coolie,
ம்.
you mentioned Coolie. I think Coolie has kind of opened off with always the opening is always great. Rajini
ம்.
movies, you don't have to ask commercially, they will do well. Lokesh Kanagaraj being a good director, it looks like some papers mentioned the 150 crore collection on the opening day, which is great, which is really great.
ம்.
But as far as the movie itself is concerned, I don't know. I probably plan to see it next week, with my son-in-law, and let's see if it kind of lives up to the hype. Sometimes
ஆமாண்ணா.
they disappoint also. Mm.
Yeah, because எங்க ஸ்கூல் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் சொல்றாரு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹாஃப் இஸ் ஓகே பட் செகண்ட் ஹாஃப் இஸ் த டிபிக்கல் ஃபுல்
எப்போதுமே அது
வயலன்ட்
ஆமா கரெக்ட்.
ரஜினி ஆஃப் லேட் அந்த அந்த ஜெயிலர் கூட இட்ஸ் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஃபுல் ஆஃப் வயலன்ஸ். இது கூட இட்ஸ் செகண்ட் ஹாஃப் இஸ்
Lots of blood and
யா
gore. அது எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு it could have been avoided because நம்மலாம் we are not used to that diet of நம்ம அந்த வீடியோ கேம்ல ஆட மாட்டோம். அங்க போய் எல்லாம் கத்தி எடுத்து வெட்டி அதெல்லாம் நம்ம பண்ணதே கிடையாது லைஃப்ல. சோ நமக்கு அதை பார்க்கறதுக்கு கொஞ்சம் ஆடா இருக்கு. பட்
ஏன்டா அது வேற உனக்கு
Gen
பண்ணணுமா
Z
என்ன?
is different.
ஆ?
எதுனா
உனக்கு அது வேற பண்ணணுமா
அது
என்ன?
இல்ல we are not used to it இல்ல ஜிக்கு. இப்ப இருக்கிற generation is very different. They are used to that.
பட் இப்ப இருக்கிறது கரண்ட் ஜெனரேஷன் வந்து ஸ்மால் ஆஃப் வயலன்ஸ் அண்ட் அதுதானே இந்த இந்த வீடியோ கேம்ஸ்
ஆமா
எல்லாம் கூட அந்த டு தட் எக்ஸ்டென்ட் தே கம் அப் வித்
ஆமா you have to
சம்
the பவர்
அன்பிளசன்ட்
play whatever they say அடிச்சு கிடிச்சு ஏதோ பண்ணி ஆமா
unpleasant or
that's
unpleasant video games and
but you know something, they understand that it's not real. நமக்கு வந்து our generation is like kind of they say that willing suspension of disbelief. You kind of watch the movie thinking that it's real. நம்ம அது உள்ளே முழுகிடுவோம். பட் இப்ப இருக்கிற கிட்ஸ்க்கெல்லாம் they're very aware that because maybe that's a result of playing those violent games. ரஜினி வந்து இதை வெட்டி ரத்தத்துக்கு வந்தா கூட they are not bothered because
correct,
they
correct.
know that they're playing the role actually. அவ்வளவுதான்.
Perhaps they expect that to happen. If these things don't happen, then they are disappointed. Hey,
Yeah, absolutely,
இல்லையா உனக்கு
absolutely.
வந்து if you the older generation நமக்கு முன்னாடி our elders and all இந்த சிவாஜி கணேசன்
இத
கமல்ஹாசன்
மோசம்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. ஆமா
emotional scenes சொன்னனாக்கா அவளுக்கு தெரியாம they start crying when say சிவாஜி கணேசன் cries on screen.
கரெக்ட்
அந்த மாதிரி நீ
கரெக்ட்
ஏதாவது
கரெக்ட்
எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்
கரெக்ட்
பண்றியா? Have you ever cried watching
No,
any
I have
scene?
experienced Nayagan. Nayagan was one of my. I was what? நம்மலாம் 11th, 8th, 10th standard படிக்க ஆரம்பிச்சோம். I think the beginning of our 10th standard days.
Yeah, correct.
தீபாவளி ரிலீஸ் ஆச்சு. அப்போ வந்து எனக்கு ரிமெம்பர் தட் அந்த குட்டி பையனா ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்லெஸ்ஸா நிப்பான். கமலஹாசன் வந்து
ஆமா.
வெரி ஹெல்ப்லெஸ்ஸா அந்த சீன் பார்க்கும்போதெல்லாம் எனக்கு வந்து இப்போ கூட அந்த மியூசிக் வந்தா ஐ ரீகால் தட் சீன் பிகாஸ் அப்போல்லாம் ஐ யூஸ் டு சி. நான் 18 இயர்ஸ் ஒன்லி ஐ லாஸ்ட் மை சைட். ஸோ அப்போல்லாம் அது வந்து எனக்கு அப்படியே மைண்ட்ல நிற்கும். Because
And
it's a very poignant scene that was.
that Kutti Payan in the film grows up to Tinu Anand, who also was a director and all that.
Correct.
But yeah,
ஆமா
see,
அப்படிதான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
I'm not a movie man, but still I can remember some because Nayagan is an iconic film in not
Absolutely.
only I will say not only Tamil industry but Indian industry but also the
Across
world.
ஆமா இந்தியன்
Nayagan
இண்டஸ்ட்ரி.
is
Correct.
something out of
Absolutely.
the ordinary, and one
Absolutely. I love that
but
movie. Yes.
see the it says only less than a minute to go, so anytime it can close.
Anyway, fine. I think this is kind of we've had a very elaborate chat on a lot of things. Let's catch up and then we'll talk more about specific topics and we have a lot in fact in the bag. We'll share next
Yes,
week.
and certainly we'll come to your favorite topic, which is AI in the coming weeks.
Yes.
So that's it, friends.
Absolutely.
That's Subbu and Jiku signing off from the Subbu Jiku show.
Or
And
ChatGST.
ChatGST. And this is what happens when two friends chat. Bye bye.